Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you're all doing well today. Welcome back to another Sims Sunday Build. Sims Sunday Build number 8, I think? I can't remember exactly. But yeah, I'm back with another shell challenge. It's been 2 shell challenges in a row. This was a shell challenge by Kikoi Builds. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. She is a Sims creator. Really cool build. She does amazing things. I have put the link to her YouTube channel in the description, so please do check that out because she does really great stuff, and I would really encourage checking out some of her builds. So yeah, in any case, it was these like container thingies, kind of like rugged, to have like graffiti on it. And what my idea was to kind of change that up was I wanted to do something modern, because modern is kind of my style. So I wanted to do something modern and just change it into something completely new and kind of, I don't want to say green, because I didn't want to go for like a green thing, but just, yeah, mainly modern. So the first thing I did, as you can see there, is I just removed those internal walls that kind of separated the 3 containers at the bottom. Then I started working around, how, because it's modern, and typically when I think modern homes, I think like having like these huge windows at the front for kind of like natural lighting. So I wanted to kind of get an idea of where I'm going to place those things, and then I started working on the like roof section here, just so I can get that down, because I usually struggle with like roofs and things quite a lot when it comes to building. And then here I was trying to kind of figure out what, like, the kind of color scheme and where I wanted like black accents, and was it going to be black accents, or was it actually going to be white accents, or was the house going to be mainly black and then just white accents, or was it going to be black but just, or white but just mainly black accents? What did I say? I can't remember what I said. But yeah, and then here I use some debug, like they're like these paving stone thingies, really cool. Like it adds that kind of modern look to it that we don't get these in the game, but I feel like they should be in game, like as a proper item that you could buy. It'd be really cool. And then here I just created 2 platforms, or I mean 3 platforms technically, and just raised them a little bit, and thought I'd add like a little kind of, to add some like something to like a pathway, but I didn't want to have a fence, so I just put like those bushes along there to kind of make it, seem like that. So yeah, and then here we have the kitchen. I was trying to do like that thing that people do with the kitchen counters, and then they put them backwards and then get functional fridges. I do change that eventually because it just was not functional, and I'm not entirely sure how to do that as yet still. So I do kind of fix that and remove that. And if you do have the final build and the final version of the game, not the game, sorry, of this, the final version of this build, then you'll see it is different, because it has been, I did upload this onto the gallery, I think, as soon as I was done with it. And yeah, you can, I mean, as of this video releasing, it has been on the gallery for a couple of days now. So yeah, and then here I'm just kind of trying to figure out the configuration for the, well, not the configuration, I know what it's going to look like, but I was just kind of figuring out like the counter space and how that was going to work. And then what I did is I added this cool thing, or I added like a half wall kind of thing there, and then I covered it up with a plant, which I add later, it's not now. I added a plant there just because I was like, hey, this actually looks quite cool, so let me do that. So yeah, I added like the half wall there, which is something that I really like, and then just added like a black trimming thing there, so it looks kind of like a ledge kind of thing. And then I used some like debug, I don't exactly know what these are, like these hidden pillar thingies, and then I just downsized them and added them there as kind of like feet or legs for like that plant thing. So yeah, and then here I'm working on the front again, just making making sure everything is fine. Stumbling over my words again. Yeah, making sure everything is fine, and then just painting the pools there. I wanted to make it like a dark color so that it doesn't like stand out too much, if that makes sense. Sorry, not the pond thing. And yeah, and then I think from here is just kind of where I was figuring out like just small minor things, like there's nothing hectic. Yeah, I was trying to add a pillar here just because it looked weird, like how it's just standing by its own without a pillar there, but it didn't look too nice, so I ended up taking that out. And then yeah, I was just playing around with a bunch of like debug items, so nothing there is really important. And then here's where I'm creating like the space for the upstairs. So this is the 2nd floor, if I'm correct. Yeah, this is the 2nd floor here, and then we have like one more smaller container upstairs, which is like the 3rd floor, which I essentially just turned into like this little, I don't know, gaming area. Not a gaming area, but it has a computer and like a console and a screen there. I don't know, I guess it could be whatever you want to do. So here I'm working on the master bedroom. So I like, a lot of emphasis was on this master bedroom, just because I was like, this is going to be a huge bedroom. Like, I'm going to make it look cool. So I went with that cupboard, and then I added a little mirror there, and then I really struggled finding like the right kind of rug here, just because I also have a rug here, so I was going to put that round one there, and then just have another one there. Oh wait, no, that is what I do actually. Well, when I was building this, it seemed like a more complicated process, but apparently it wasn't that complicated. So yeah, in any case, I had like a small little like seating area there. I do add some things to this room that I don't think I recorded. I'm not sure if I did record it. So I think there's some pacings and some smaller things that I maybe add that I didn't record just because it was like afterwards, and when I was doing the final walkthrough of the house and I was like kind of going through things, I realized, hey, this looks kind of plain, so let me add some things here. So yeah, and then here, this back section there is the bathroom, which is why I'm adding these wooden slate thingies just to kind of block that off. I don't add curtains to this house, as you've noticed. I forget to add curtains in most of my builds, but I don't have an excuse for this one either. I genuinely just forgot to add curtains to this house. So yeah. Yeah, and then I think here's where I'm just dividing up the top container section thing again, just making sure everything kind of fits in place. The floor plan for this was a little bit weird, so yeah, excuse it. And then here I'm working on the bathroom. This is something new that I learned from Eva Roki. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name or her surname actually. I don't know, but I've seen this thing where she has like these open showers, and then she adds shelves to it, which is something that I've never really thought of, because I add these open showers and then like it makes sense practically, because like where do you put like shampoo and things? So I added that actual like little shelf thing there to like put all of your accessories on for like while you're showering and whatever you need. And yeah, and then here I am just tiling everything, just making sure everything is like the right kind of tile. I think I went for the wooden tile here, and then there's just some wooden tile. A wooden flooring thingy here, like for the main house, and then the kitchen has some wooden tiles. What am I saying? I'm talking nonsense. It has like tiles, like stone tiles, I think. And then I am just saving everything here and just making sure everything is in place. So here we have the lounge area. It's just in like one quarter, and I thought I'd add some color, so I added yellow couches. And I didn't know how to fill up the space at the back. As you can see, like I'm adding a bunch of like filler items, I want to say, just kind of fill up the space a little bit more. Like there's no particular reason why they're there. I guess if your Sims like want these things, they can use it. So yeah, I do change that lounge area, and then I add a fireplace instead, just because I don't really typically use fireplaces, so I thought I'd add one to this house. And then I add a keyboard here. After this, I end up removing this. So I wanted a bar there, but then I just end up adding a keyboard and a guitar, which I guess I get to later, or I get to it now. Yeah, no, I get to it now. So yeah, a little keyboard and a little guitar there. Because this house does kind of give me like weird, like creative vibes. I just feel like someone creative would live there. So yeah, the kitchen, or sorry, not the kitchen area, that was the bathroom area. It's pretty similar to what my normal bathrooms look like, so it's nothing extravagant. I did decide to use, instead of using like a counter and like a sink separately. Ooh, what is going on? My neighbors are going insane again. I apologize if you can hear that. But yeah, instead of using like a sink and then a counter, I decided to use like one of like the pre-built sink thingies, just because they actually look cool and I don't use them a lot. Here we have the downstairs bathroom. It's a simple bathroom. Again, used one of those sinks and then just added a bathtub instead of the shower there. And then here I'm just adding some doormats and things, just kind of complete the place. Here's where I work on like that upstairs area, as I mentioned, like the gaming area. I don't really want to call it gaming, because I guess it could be whatever you want it to be. It could be like a small little office workspace that you use, or whatever you want it to be. I was trying to have like a whole dual screen setup thing going on the side, but it just didn't want to work. So I think I end up adding just a TV there instead. So I removed that smaller monitor and I just add like a bigger TV, just because it looked cooler. And yeah. And then I just added a small plant there again, just to fill up the space, and I added a little light there. I think I forgot to change the color though, because I wanted it to be like green or something, just as like, those LED light thingies. And then I add some posters there, just because I felt like it kind of fitted the vibe a little bit more. Then here I'm working on some outdoor seating. Oh, I get to it in a second, I think. I don't know. Yes, I do. So I never know what to actually put on balconies that are this big, so I really struggled. I think to the one side or you'll see it later. Like the one corner, I add like some, I added like a windmill thing and I think a rain catch and something else. And yeah, but I guess I get to that later. So here we are working in the backyard. Simple pool again. I don't like making big pools. I just like small, simple pools that, get the job done. I guess in the Sims world, I mean, I guess maybe that would be big. I don't know, maybe. So yeah, I decided to change the fence and add like a half wall there, just because I like using half walls more as fences, because I'm not a big fan of the fences in the Sims. And then I decided to add like a little barbecue area, as I guess most of you would call it, because majority of my viewers are from the USA. So you guys would call that like a little barbecue area, I guess. And then I added some planting boxes and then a little swing, because there's a room that I add there. I think the swings are more for toddlers, so it doesn't make sense to kind of have that there. But you could turn that like teenage or like older kid room. Not older kid, but like a kid that is not a toddler, like a child. You can turn that other room into like a little toddler room, and then as they grow up, obviously just change that. This is the room that I'm working on now. So it's not a lot of space, but I thought I'd just try to fit in a room here, just because I guess my builds typically tend to have one like main bedroom, and then the other rooms are just like, yeah, I don't know. Oh no, actually I'm lying. I think the majority of my builds actually do have more than one. But yeah, I just thought I'd fill less space because I don't know what to do with it, so I just added a room. Then here I'm just adding some clutter items to the kitchen just to make it look more lived in. Just trying to figure out what would work. Again, here I kind of go with like the yellow color, so I have yellow chairs and like the yellow dining chairs and like bar stool thingies. And then here I'm just adding lights and making sure that everything is bright, stumbling over my words again. I really did not know what to do here, so I ended up changing this balcony area. It's different from what the final build is. You would see that. I just really didn't know what to do with that balcony area. And then yeah, I guess this is pretty much it in terms of like the build. I think I add some things, but as I mentioned, you'll see that in the final build now coming up. So yeah, here we go with the 12 random Sims standing in the way. So we go through the front door here into the kitchen area. As you can see, I really like this kitchen. It's small but functional. And then we have the lounge TV area here, massive screen. Maybe we're sitting a bit too close, so I said maybe so many times there. But yeah, that's the bathroom, sorry. What I was going to say is maybe you should scoot those couches back a little bit, just so you know you don't hurt your eyes. And then that's the view from the back of the counters. And then we go upstairs. As you can see, a small little landing area here. Then we have the first balcony. I call it balcony number 1. Then we go through the passage here, go into the kids' bedroom. I like this bedroom, actually. It's quite cool. It has like a little corner vibe going on there. We go into the master bedroom. Simple, black and white. Really love this bedroom. Then we go into the bathroom here, which is a shared bathroom, but you do have access from the master bedroom. Then we go upstairs. My camera is glitching. I had this problem when I was recording this walkthrough, but yeah, we have the, again, small landing area, and then a small balcony area there, and then we have this little gaming area as well, that you can see here. Then we have this last bathroom up here. And then we go to the backyard, as you can see, fairly simple, just, again, gets the job done. You need nothing more. At least I don't think you need anything more, unless you want to add a rocket to the lot, in which case you can. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Please do leave, like, and subscribe.